Welcome to a very special episode of the Geekdom realm. Today marks the 20th anniversary of one of the biggest pop culture phenomena in history, Harry Potter. Released on June 26, 1997, Harry Potter has become a juggernaut in the mainstream society, as well with the hardcore geeks, such as myself. Harry Potter ranks in the top 3 of my personal Triforce of geekdom. To celebrate, I thought I would take a look at the first Harry Potter video game I ever played, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for PlayStation 1. Released in 2001 to coincide with the film adaptation of Sorcerer's Stone, or Philosopher's Stone if you're overseas, because here in the good old US of A, apparently we don't understand the word philosopher. Why don't we change some of the other titles as well? Harry Potter and the Order of the Firebird, and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Wizard Jail. Developed by Argonaut, the makers of Croc, Legend of the Gobos, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is a third-person action-adventure game that tells the tale of Harry's first year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Now, I assume everyone here knows the story of Harry Potter, but in case you've been living under Boulder for the last 20 years...
That is a nice boulder.
I'm sorry, because this game's prologue does a horrible job at explaining it. I started reading Harry Potter when I was in kindergarten, so by the time I played this game I knew it very well. But to the layman, this opening makes no fucking sense.
As unsuspecting muggles slept, a huge motorbike with a giant astride it tumbled down from the darkness.
What?
Left a blanket-wrapped bundle on the doorstep of number 4, Privet Drive.
That looks like a fossil. I'm not the only one who sees that, right?
For the next 11 years, Harry lived with his dreadful step-parents, the Dursleys.
Dudley looks like a grown-ass man, not an 11-year-old.
Harry sat beneath a sorting hat.
What the hell is a sorting hat?
Hoping that he would not be chosen for Slytherin House over Gryffindor.
What the hell is Gryffindor and Slytherin? I think the bigger question is, why in the hell is a hat talking? Also, where in the hell is Jim Dale? He's present for the PC version, and he shows up in later console games. Jim Dale is the voice of Harry Potter, having done all of the audiobooks as well as many Harry Potter multimedia projects. It's just jarring not to have him. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the scariest part of this game, the character faces. Now I know the PS1 was limited, but good God, that doesn't excuse these horrific atrocities. And now, the top 5 scariest faces in Harry Potter on PS1. Number 5, Filch. Number 4, Neville Longbottom. Number 3, Hagrid. Number 2, this scary bitch in Diagon Alley. And the award for the scariest face in this game goes to... Fred and fucking George.
Oh my God!
Good lord, what did they do to you, Fred and George? It looks like your faces have been run over by a fucking steamroller. You eventually meet up with all of your favorite characters from the book. Ron, Hermione, Neville, this kid, Madam Hooch, and of course everyone's favorite, Raymond and his lost kitty.
Raymond?
During the game, you gain spells such as your Flipendo Knockback Jinx, which has never appeared in any book nor film, but it's your primary means of attack. Though it's strange how Harry says the spell.
Flipendo!
It's like he's whispering it to you.
Flipendo!
You collect Birdie Bots every flavor beans for Fred and George. Nope. Get them off screen. Each stage has different colored beans, and each stage has a different prize for collecting a certain number of them. I collected every prize, but I found that the only ones you really should worry about are the red beans, in the final stage of the game, because you get an increase to your Flipendo spell. You also learn other spells, such as Wingardium Leviosa. Luckily enough, because nobody in Hogwarts knows how to put a candle on a fucking table. Oh, and I get 5 points for it. Maybe it's just because I'm Harry Potter, which apparently makes me better than everyone else. Speaking of house points, you can collect house points from doing different tasks throughout the game. But in the end, it doesn't matter because Gryffindor always wins. Also, this is the first time in history that Hufflepuff beats Ravenclaw in house points. Look at this shit. After exploring the castle for a bit, you get confronted by Malfoy, who is blocking the way outside. Now, I'm American, so I had no idea what the hell Malfoy meant when he said,
Let me teach you about wizard crackers.
I honestly was confused. I thought Malfoy was gonna start throwing saltines at me. Scared Potter. You wish. Look at that pitiful face Malfoy has on his health bar. It almost makes me feel bad for throwing crackers or some shit in his face. After you whoop Malfoy, you get outside and immediately have to go to your herbology class, taught by some ginger bitch pretending to be Professor Sprout, and I learned the Incendio spell. Right outside are some overly happy butterflies. And on your journey, you find Hagrid, who asks for your help getting some fire seeds. Apparently, Hogwarts is in Mordor because there's an active volcano underneath it. There's fucking lava everywhere. You bring these seeds to Hagrid, who, by the way, has a picture of Dumbledore in his house. Dude, Hagrid really loves Dumbledore, and you use those seeds to hatch a dragon. The Quidditch pitch is also located in the grounds. This would be a good time to bring up the Quidditch segments, which are basically just the ring segments from Superman 64, except you don't have to do 12 million of them. There are only 2 required Quidditch matches in the game, so it's not torture, but it's definitely not enjoyable. There's just no sense of speed. You're just flying through hoops behind the snitch, and eventually you get close enough to catch it. Though I do admit, I like Lee Jordan's enthusiasm when Harry shows up to play.
Potter's seen the snitch! Yeah!
He's really got a good pitch. Next, you travel to potions class, where you create a special formula. That can be used to heal yourself.
Yes, science!
You can find cauldrons all around Hogwarts to make this potion to heal your wounds because all you have is this dinky lightning scar for a health bar. But be careful, you know what happens when you drink too much potion.
I am so fucking ready.
Right after potions class, you're attacked by what looks to be Ansem from Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts!
And you go into what I thought I remembered was my favorite part of the game. The dungeon aesthetic is really cool, though I have one huge complaint. Cauldron puzzles. Good lord, there are 3 of these in close proximity. Though all optional, I feel that I need to do them to feel accomplished. Couldn't we have some variety? 3 different mini-games instead of the same damn one? You're rewarded with another one of this game's collectibles, famous witch and wizard cards. I've always been fascinated by Harry Potter lore, and the wizard cards are a big reason for that. You get to learn about famous figures in the wizarding world, but there are a few issues. Like this one here, where the date of death is said to be 1997. Sorcerer's Stone takes place in 1991 to 92, so come on! I'm a very big stickler for dates, so this annoys the hell out of me. Also, let's look at Salazar Slytherin, my second favorite Salazar. Salazar looks so slimy. This is my Slytherin, not this old dude on the witch and wizard cards from nowadays. Hashtag not my Slytherin. You also learn
Vertiminius!
that spell and defense against the dark arts, which does... Actually, I'm not really sure what it does. It just makes invisible platforms visible. Magic. Eventually you encounter Peeves, who's dressed like Tom Selleck from Magnum P.I. Okay, let me go off on a tangent here. The Harry Potter film screwed over the character of Peeves. Why in the hell wasn't he in the films? He shows up in every book and is a really fun character. Hashtag peeved about Peeves. Peeves shows up and makes fun of you and flies off. Okay. And the dungeon is also where you fight enemies rather regularly. These suits of armor. You know, I wouldn't think Harry would be so keen to trust these guys in the Battle of Hogwarts, after they tried to cut off his fucking head in his first year. Once you get out of the dungeons, you head to Transfiguration to learn the very important spell Avifors, which is used to turn giant bird statues into real small live birds. You know, half the spells you learn in this game suck. After an infuriating chase with Peeves through the castle rafters, you gain the invisibility cloak, which begins a segment of the game I like to call Metal Gear Potter. You get to sneak around the Forbidden Corridor like Solid Snake.
Mrs. Norris and I will be extra vigilant, watching out for intruders. See that you do, Mr. Filch. I have something special planned for anyone who tries to defy me.
Yeah, I bet he'd make us do the fucking Cauldron minigame again. Luckily, Filch has nothing better to do than turn 360 degrees in one spot. so if you use any common sense, this part is a piece of cake.
Piece of crumb cake.
Once through the forbidden corridor, you find a wall that looks like the Kool-Aid Man just broke through, and a troll. This segment isn't too tough, but when you're attempting to collect all the red beans, it can be a nightmare. Also, this long booger pool-filled hallway leads to a solitary girl's bathroom. Apparently girls need to run a marathon if they want to pee. You fight the troll in the girl's bathroom by destroying whatever bathroom pipes he throws at you while Ron levitates the troll's club. Oh! I get 25 points for beating a troll. Wow, that's 5 times more than I get for putting a fucking candle on a table. Next, you travel to Diagon Alley with Hagrid to obtain medicine for Hagrid's sick dragon, Norbert.
I'm off to the leaky cauldron for a few butterbeers if you need me. I'll meet you when you're all done.
So let me get this straight. Hagrid takes Harry out of school to go get medicine for his illegal dragon, and then makes Harry do all the work while he gets drunk in the leaky cauldron.
Oh.
You go to Gringotts, which I must say have the slipperiest damn floors in the world. Makes Harry look like Michael Jackson when he tries to walk. Also, you need to collect coins on a minecart that would make Christopher Nolan proud. Once you have your money, you collect your various ingredients for Norbert. Oh, little did you know that the Wicked Witch of the West is lying low in Diagon Alley. Also, something is up with this owl. I'm pretty sure he's a machine. Once you get back from Diagon Alley, Norbert is immediately taken away. Well, I'm glad I worked so hard to get those ingredients then. Then you go to your detention in the Forbidden Forest. So 6th year's detention is sorting through files, but 1st year's detention is going into a dark forest full of creatures who are out for the blood of children. You encounter fire crab enemies.
And it exploded.
And follow the trail of unicorn blood to find Ansem once again.
Every heart returned to darkness.
Luckily, you're saved by the centaur, Fabio. After that, when Ron is apparently checking his shoes for dog shit, is the first time the titular Sorcerer's Stone is mentioned.
Oh.
So the trio go off to save it. Because damn it, this game needs to end sometime. You put Fluffy to sleep with that kick-ass tune. Let me just say, for all of this game's flaws, the music is awesome. You then drop below to fight the Devil's Snare, which looks like the Kraken mixed with Audrey 2. Then through the flying Keyblades, apparently Ansem missed this room.
You'll not find even the smallest glimmer of light.
Next, you encounter the iconic chessboard section. Iconic from the film and book, I mean, because this part fucking sucks. You need to go through 3 different chessboards, making the pieces destroy each other. The first 2 are simple, but the third one is infuriating. I got no shame. I got through it by looking up a guide, and it turns out it's so simple. You just have to move in a diagonal line and then back. So Ron's out of the game now, so you and Hermione press on and encounter another troll. You just have to levitate the items out of its way. It's pretty simple. Then you proceed to the final puzzle of the game. You gotta guess the correct cup that the knight is hiding under. Once you defeat the knight, you drink a potion and become Iceman. No, not that Iceman.
Take some ice.
Nope. Yeah. And continue to the final confrontation. You encounter Ansem once again. And he sets a knight on you who transforms into a giant knight. But if you use any common sense, again, it's a simple fight. The cavern starts to shake and Ansem is revealed to be Professor Quirrell, who you only saw once in the game. So if you hadn't seen the film or read the books, you'd have no idea who this dude is.
Damn you, Potter.
He said the damn word. You continue after him and Voldemort is revealed. He looks like something out of Ghostbusters. Well, that makes sense, since he shoots Slimer goo at you. Once you bring him down, Voldemort goes in for one final attack. Oh my god! Even when I was a kid, I saw this for what it was.
But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
And we all know this isn't the last time Voldemort gets touchy with a student. You use the power of touch to defeat Voldemort. And the final scene plays.
The House Cup, announced Dumbledore, is awarded to the team with the most house points. At the moment, that would seem to be Slytherin.
Gryffindor wins the House Cup, even though Slytherin was kicking my ass on points, and Harry makes the face of someone who was touched by Voldemort and is still scarred. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on PlayStation 1 is okay. My rose-tinted glasses couldn't save me from seeing the odd choices, but it still was very playable. Maybe it's because I remember Chamber of Secrets on PS2 being so much better. At least I remember it being better. Either way, it was a joy to revisit this game. Harry Potter marks its 20th anniversary today, and it shows no signs of slowing down. With 4 more upcoming films, the stage production, as well as new editions of the books coming out all the time, Harry Potter truly has become a pop culture phenomenon that's here to stay. Thank you all for watching. I love anything and everything to do with pop culture, from movies to television to video games. I want to cover a wide range of topics on this channel. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And if you liked what you saw, feel free to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you all later.